Hi, come please. Oh my God, I'm live viewing. Oh. Hi, come please. What? Did someone join? Oh my God, I'm live viewing. Oh wait, oh that's my own voice. I'm like, oh my God, 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 I'm live viewing. Because I did like a tonation with my voice that was like not necessarily abnormal, but personally, you're funny. Hi, honey bun. Oh my God, I'm live streaming. How long has it actually been since I? Um, the last time I live streamed was on September. Oh my God, it's been a full week. Wow, that was something. That was something. Reincarnate right now. You're gonna keep together this round. I've been listening to this. Wait, I got 200 subs. What? Really? Since when? Oh shit. Oh yeah. Wait, when did that happen? Like, I literally checked like yesterday. It wasn't like, yeah, 200 onions. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, that happened yesterday. It's crazy. Okay. Well, let's be creative. Okay, let's be creative. I have not been creative for the past week. Um, um, oh my God, I actually have to speak. Or I could just play music and be like, reincarnate right now! Reincarnate right now! We couldn't be together this run. Throw away everything, boy. 6 million ways to die. Choose one. How many? Wait. I choose. I'm a big fan of decapitation because that's like a visual motif in the movie Hereditary. So like, look, 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 look. 3D printed, 3D printed. Wow. I made this, and my friend 3D printed it for me. I made the fish. Um, okay. Is the volume okay? Looks fine. To become reborn when you gave me turn like slave. Hi Phil, Macon. Sorry, I just need to choose a pronunciation and have confidence in it. Okay. Well, I already chose one, but okay. Let's do some writing. So, I really like the scene, but I never finished it. And there's a lot of things I need to adjust, so I think we should start from the beginning. From the very beginning, which is like wait, there's a notification. Your microphone is unmuted but has no signal. Well, I know that's a lie because I can see. We can be together this run. No way. Everything, right? Okay. Oh my God, I have to write. Oh yeah, from the beginning. Okay. So, beginning is, hello, Dominic Thompson. Oh my goodness, people are joining. I am being observed. Okay. I'm going to read the scene, and then when I get to a part I want to adjust, I will adjust that. I just want to immerse myself into the. Um, well, I already needed just the beginning, so um, my posture sucks. I need to improve, which is why I should change it to the standing orientation. But I never adjusted the charger from being on the left side to the right side so that it can be lifted up when I. Hiding myself. Hiding myself. Um, okay. Sorry. Don't distract yourself. That is a form of escapism. Oh my God, I have to be entertaining. I have to, okay. Faith, Allah, and M. Oh my God, I have to read out loud my own writing. It's been a whole week. A whole week. Why haven't you? I've been depressed. Um, but I want to challenge myself to not. Oh my God, Russian flags. I love Russia. I love Sakhalin. I love Kamchatka. Those are my favorite oblast, and the only ones I know by name. But I'm sorry that I can't pronounce your name, but hi. Um, okay, trust. Heart. Okay, I hope it does. I'm hoping it does. I can only stream for like 3 hours, but like, um, I'm hoping it will make me feel better. Um, oh man, the attention is really getting to me. We should play Shimiji Simulation. Around in my head, around in my head, around in my head. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm singing on stream. I'm singing on stream. Okay. I need to actually focus and lock in. Lock in. Get it twisted. These circumstances surrounding your birth determine exactly where you're going to go. Nothing else matters at all. Nothing else matters at all. Just the circumstances surrounding your birth. Okay, let's actually read the scene. Okay, exterior, crosswalk, evening. Faith, Ella, and M amble along the side of an intersection, with all three of them holding hands. The illumination of an overhead street lamp casts highlights directly over their nose and eyebrows, combating the potency of Ella's pink fire. Lets go, both their hands upon their feet, lifting. Okay, so I think we can literally just change because like we need every scene needs every crosswalk scene. Oh my God, fish, 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 fish. Um, every fish, fish, fish. Getting so many Discord notifications. Oh my God. Okay. Um, Faith, let's go. Both the hands on. Um, okay. Sorry, we already made that adjustment. Um, we should play Inner Silence. forward load. I hope the stream isn't lagging because it's taking a while to load for some reason. Okay. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Coping mechanisms. Coping mechanisms. Fish. 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 Oh, you can't really see it. It's too dark. Damn, I wish my lighting was better. I should fix that probably. Reincarnate right now. Hurry up and say, you shall become one with me forever. A cleansing of soul. I don't even know where broke at. I don't even know where broke it. He I came back to the stream and heard Twa go raw. Yes, I did go raw. I did in fact do that. When will the wolf inside you come out? I don't know if you mean like a metaphorical wolf or like excuse me. But that is really charming. Um I personally interpret the wolf as like um I have two wolves inside me. I interpret the wolves as oh my god, I actually got that reference also. That's so cool. The wolf is like a visual motif for like the true colors of like what Omega? Oh my god. No. No. Um so like I interpret that question as like when will your true colors show Tawa? And like um when will they show? I feel like they've already shown because like I'm not. It would be a golden retriever. Oh my goodness. Isn't that a dog though? I guess like dogs and wolves are like kind of the same, but like they're like different species. Throw away everything, bully. As fate wolves. I'm not very tough, is what I'm saying. Oh, that's okay. You don't have to be tough. The neighbors are stepping above me. Oh my god, it registers on the microphone. Maybe I'm delusional. Okay. As faith. Uh, as faith, like pulls off the straps for her backpack. I need to clean my glasses. Oh my god, I'm actually talking on stream. I'm on stream. I'm on stream. Rah! I'm on stream. Oh my god, I've been wanting to be on stream. Throw away everything. Boy. Discord notifications. SV pulled the straps of her backpack off her shoulders. Um, Face. Do you know about the Onion 2 episode? I think I saw hang on. I saw something in my subscription subscriptions. Let me go to your channel. Cause like I saw like a drawing, I think. Go to your channel. It was in your post. Yes, the Onion 2. Um, I didn't like it. How could I? But yeah, that's so cool. I'm glad you're making art with me. That makes me feel nice. Reincarnate this run. We couldn't be together this run. Sorry, I messed up the lyrics. How does it go? Oh, that is way too loud. Oh my goodness. Because I turned up the volume to play freaking No Silence. Re metamorphosis. Reincarnate right now. We couldn't be together this run. Bird with a word. Sorry. Is that another reference that I don't understand? Oh well. I will just cry internally. Not out loud. Or not, well, crying doesn't produce sound, but like, well, technically the tears forming produces energy, and the dissipation of heat is a form of sound energy that is released when you cry. I can't remember. A promotional EP of 6 tracks. Oh, that's so cool. I wish for your success, Home Place. I hope it does, I hope it promotes properly. Whoa, remixes. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. Two will be original. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. I hope it goes well. Because I know that's important to you. So, yeah. Fish. As faith. M taps fingers. A sequential. How do I describe this in a sequential? Spread out. Spread out. A quarter. To be lost. I knew. I. I'm embarrassed. Sorry. Reincarnate right now. Reincarnate right now. We couldn't be together this round. The way. Everything. Boy. We couldn't be together this run. Reincarnate right now. We couldn't be rewarded. Throw away everything. Um. I should make more videos. I'm sorry though. I keep getting distracted. I'm so distractible. Um, I hope, I hope, I hope everyone is having a good day. I didn't ask how you two were. I'm so sorry. How are you feeling, home place? How are you feeling, husband? Or not to uh, prompt you to participate when you don't want to. So if you don't want to reply, you don't have to, because lurking is a valid form of viewing the stream. But um, yeah, a quarter to be lost, a quarter to be lost by you, for I am am predict by virtue of the prophecy. What paper animals can you make? For I am predicted predicted predict by virtue of the prophecy. Fuck. A I don't know. A snail. Crane. LSIs. And reaches for a pouch. Did not guess. Yes. Oh wait, you can't even see this on the freaking what is it called? Wait, download. Yeah, no, you cannot. Okay, I have to remember when I'm writing, you can't actually see the writing being if it's too low because the mobile stream is like too murmur. Um, sorry. I feel like I'm not being entertaining. I'm not, but I don't do this for your entertainment. I do this for my own creative process, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I've kind of lost the vision. Oh my God, it's been 9 months of streaming. Oh my God, I've been streaming for 9 months. And I gained how many? I gained like 150 subscribers in that time. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, I just have to remember. Reincarnate right now, we couldn't be rewarded this run. That is going to become a vocal stem, I bet. Throw away everything. Reincarnate right now. Correct, congratulations. Oh my. How could how could the prophecy assert me like this? Oh God. Um, I saw I remember express yourself, express yourself, express yourself, express yourself, express yourself, express yourself. Forsaken me. Rock song reference. I wish I got it. I wish I got it. Toa Wiwa prophecy. So like M will try to guess the prophecy is a lie. Um, in the sense that like it literally is made up, and not just the Lego movie, how the or maybe I shouldn't spoil the Lego movie even though it's 10 years old, but um, the prophecy is just like an inside joke, I guess. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll make something of it, but like currently that's how I interpret it. Remember. Oh, hi, Monotone. I'm okay. How are you? Oh my God, I can actually say I'm okay and I'm not lying. That's crazy. You will become one with me forever, a cleansing of soul. Okay. Throw away everything. Meow. Bling. I'm good. Just got done with school. Oh my God, yeah, it's September now, so I guess people are starting school. That's crazy. Um, I remember when I was in school, college, be like, damn, I would be in college right now if I didn't. Damn, 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 damn. Fish. Okay. Um, M's arms. M's arms hang. How do I describe this? Droop. That's the word. Droop in front of her legs. Oh, their legs. Meaning when I misgender my own character. Well, it's that she doesn't discover. That's what you sound like. That's what you sound like. That's what I sound like. That's what I sound like. M's arms droop in front of their legs. Their back curls. prompting alarms. Yeah. I have a voting thingy in my post for future videos. I think I participated in that. Let me see. Let me go to your channel. Go to channel. Post. Yeah, no, I literally I already participated in that. Uh I don't know if you can see it on or you can see it on stream. Or wait. There. You see? I already voted. Mwahaha. Let's go to heaven. Oh my god. Wow, do you ever feel like flexing stuff you don't have for no reason? No. I don't know what you mean by that. Flexing stuff I don't have. Um, I mean, I don't even like try to flex things I do have. So like I think it's just a me issue of not of me being a non-flexer. I just don't flex. Or I try not to at least, I would say. I would hope I would hope I'm not lying right now. That would be very embarrassing if I was. Ah, da, 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 da. The one you voted for, if it wins, I might voice. Oh, whoa, voice reveal. Oh my God, I remember when. Wait, I'm trying to think. When face reveals were like a big deal on YouTube, and like Jaden animations, for example. Um, like that was like a huge milestone, you know? So like me just giving up all my identity from the get-go, like with my face and my voice and everything. Um, so like I don't know, I find it very charming when people say like, oh, I'm gonna do this reveal when I have nothing to reveal. I revealed everything. You know who I am. Um, 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 okay, yeah, yeah. I don't like this part of the song. Okay, sorry. I'm getting so distracted. I love this music video. It's so charming. So charming. I wish I could use my body in my art for like visualizers, but that's too personal. Yeah, I get that. Um, I hope that you find something that you can do for visualizers because I know it'd be really cool to see um because I loved your what was it? Shoot, what was it? Um, it was the I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to check your channel because I don't remember the name. Yes, it was the Divergency. Yes, Divergency. Okay, let's listen to it. I forget you sampled me in the. You're now classified as the emo kid? Oh my goodness. Um, do you consider yourself emo? Or like, is that because I don't think emo is a negative connotation, but I'm only reacting this way because you say help with a breaking heart emoji. Mm. I mean, I made a crappy 3D model for a visualizer so I can do anything. Whoa, you're so cool. Sure. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I literally forgot what I was asking you. Um, you just embrace it. Aw, whoa, that's so cool. Um, oh yes, because I asked if you consider yourself emo. Yes. Um, well, um, whoa. Whoa. Sorry, I'm thinking of what to say. I think that's honestly really because like emo is like a neat aesthetic that I think is kind of like made fun of for no good reason. Because like I met people who are emo? I don't think so, but I've seen people who are emo and they're like they're super I admire anyone who actually cares enough about their appearance to like look at me, I'm wearing the most boring freaking t-shirt ever and I should just like put put justice for emos. Emos and scenes are P. True. 3D model is for B. Oh, wait, is that another freak? Freak. Do I have to open your channel again so I can get a reference point of what you're talking about? Because I'm willing to. It's just I like. Wait, why did I? Oh no, that sounded so weird. I'm so sorry. Never mind. Never mind. Um, I'm a streamer on the live stream. Someone called me a scene kid for wearing an Invader Zim shirt. Invader Zim, isn't that just a cartoon from Nickelodeon? I haven't watched it. Um, so that's really interesting to me. I guess I just don't know enough about email. Oh my God, I'm at 165 pages. It been okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting really distracted. Again, over and over. It's been like this for 40 minutes, and I've only written like 3 lines. I suppose I'm just a distractible person. Um, it's about the internal person, not the outfit for yeah. That makes sense. You're drawing? Whoa, I'm writing. I'm trying to write at least. I'm drawing the thumbnail of episode 3 of Murder. Oh yeah, Murder Drones. Yeah. Murder Drones. I think I watched that one. Up to like the third episode or something like that. In my style. My God. I really like the models for Glitch. I love their modeling department. The people who like model the things. They're so cool. They're so cool. Dun dun dun. Okay. I should go somewhere, be someone, get do something. Do something, go somewhere, be someone. Um, Worth reference. Yes. Oh my God, someone finally understands. Someone understands. I think I got it from Bill Wirtz. I'm pretty sure it's like the thing in his most popular video. But I like his other videos more. The ones with the more recent ones with 3D models. But yes, and the history of the entire world, I guess. Uh um I left up. OMG, wait, I know what you're talking about. Oh my goodness. Now we have two people who get the reference. It's so crazy. So crazy. So crazy. Sing a really dumb song then post it online. Is that Cam? Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I'm just stupid. I was thinking maybe I could do Blender. Because I'm not really doing much right now. And I could change what I'm doing. I could make a habit out of doing something more, doing something more, something more. I've got it! 1 beat per day. Is that what you've been doing, Homeless? That's really cool if that's what you mean. Oh, ain't it lovely, ain't it sweet, to be staring at my feet when I see you cross the street. Da 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 da. But oh, ain't it lovely, ain't it sweet, when you stare across. Oh, I messed it up. You're gonna post a work in progress. Oh my goodness. I'm excited to see. How could the prophecy forsake me in these desperate times? Hey, been rapping since May, trying to cut me up, but I dry like clay. Well, that's what you'll try. I wish for your success in. Like sincerely so. I really love that you're taking your music as seriously as you are. Because I want you to succeed. And the only way to succeed is to try, and you're trying, so that means a lot. Beats all day, throw all my cares away, run away to the sound I mix up from the ground. Whoa, lots of rhymes. Colon 3. They follow me. Concrete sidewalk. Uh, Some based. No. Be careful. Oh my goodness. I should actually be singing to my own beats more too. Yeah, that'd be cool. I love when you include your voice. Your recent works as home plays have been like really, like, what's the word? Impactful. Yes, impactful. Let me check your channel, Molto. Go to channel. Oh, neat. Okay. I really like yeah, like the way you change, because like the proportions of the face especially are different from what I remember of like, um, yeah, that's really neat. Wow. Keep it up. Um, okay. Time, 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 time to really, really put in effort, to put in more effort than I ever put in today. So, be careful. Hello, it's just that works. Holding. Okay. That's, um, oh, I almost forgot. Um, they return, shaking their hand with profuse, with, wait. So it helps me when describing anything to like actually act it out, but like I just handshake to myself like, um whoa, you sent me a message someplace. It's so cool. Um, Shaking your hand with Nathan's Vicor. Is that? Gotta look this up. And upon letting go of her hand, so, looks interesting. M begins to walk. M walks towards him, grabbing the dinosaurs. M. May. Excuse me. I hope to see you two at least once more. Reincarnate right now. We couldn't be together this run. Go away. Everything. Work. Oh wait, you can't even. I keep forgetting. You can't see the. I should have just thought. There. That's so much better. It's just I don't know how well you can actually read that on the screen because I'm not on my phone, the live stream. But you know what I could fix? I could go to my stream. I could go to my stream. Whoa. Yeah. Oh wait, I can read it. Wait, why couldn't I see that message? Oh my God. This is crazy. Sorry, I was just browsing the vertical live feed for the, cause like it's so hard to find live streams on YouTube. Like generally, I like try to like, uh, especially art live streams, like that other person was saying. So like, hang on, I don't know why I didn't see your. Oh, I see it now. Wait, has my chat just been frozen? No, it hasn't. Okay, good. Um, got nervous there for a second. Um. The laziest people? My God, that's a serious accusation. I hope I'm not in the category of lazy people. Or, I mean, I probably am. But, I don't know. I don't, I don't know where prompts such a remark. Why rage meeting so much? You're silly. I'm not rage baiting. I love the word rage baiting. How it like has become like an actual way of describing like murmur. Oh, I see. I mean, there's nothing like I get that like broke is like an insult, but like I don't really see it as like a negative connotation to the lack money. That's just like economically, some people are like at a disadvantage of this. Um, maybe I'm interpreting things incorrectly. I'm always. Boy, ad hominems. Oh my God. I didn't even know YouTube. Like I literally have no impression of the scene of like YouTube live streaming. I know what Twitch live streaming is like, and I love Twitch live streams. But YouTube is like an entirely different field. So like I don't um I don't really. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. Google Calendar, no. Okay, pause the music. Whee! Whee! Focus. Lock in. Wow, when will you get fangirls? I don't know. I'm not really expecting that to happen whatsoever, but like, fish. When will you get fangirls? Oh my goodness. Well, surely, eventually. You can never predict, but um, I imagine with enough time. I don't know. It's been, oh my God, 1 hour and 3 minutes. Luzzle is their fangirl. Oh my God. I didn't think about it that way. Up, down, left, right. I would work on your thing right now, but I'm writing my thing. That's okay. A hand reaches for the remaining dinosaur, grabbing, grabbing the front with the edge. A thumb and index finger. Same. No. Ah, writing is so hard. There's another thing I could do, but that would involve taking out my tablet, and it's right in front of me, but I cannot bear the sadness of drawing because I haven't been drawing, and I know the only way to fix that is to draw and to get back in practice. And 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 I hope to see you two at least once more. I'm so cringe. I'm so cringe. I'm so cringe. When will the marriage dream scene happen? Is that from um the scene in Starless World 2, the script I wrote for that music video that I haven't made yet? Um, I don't know. I don't know. I I don't know. Um, my goodness, this is difficult. But I'm glad I'm actually streaming and like talking and like being social, even if it's a different type of um, social. Ah. Me when I compulsively check the amount of analytics in my channel. Don't look at me that way. Fan versus friend. What? Sorry, that's like an incomplete sentence. I don't know how to do it. Da 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 da. How does how does B have more friends than Onion? I am going to cry because I assume that's like another. Uh, I almost made a terrible joke. Oh no, I'm gonna cry now. I'm gonna cry on camera. Ah, fish, 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 fish. You thought it was over. You thought it was. How does how does B have more views than Onion? I don't know. Oh yeah, my friend 3D printed this for me. I know, it's the fish. It's the fish that I 3D modeled. I don't have a 3D printer, but yeah, this is. Um, I should do some 3D modeling right now, but I'm like cringe. I'm like cringe. I'm like cringe. I'm so cringe. I'm so cringe. I'll never be basing. That's not cringe. Part of me wants to just like be like, okay, goodbye everyone. That's the end. That's the end. But no, I must continue. I must. I must continue. I must continue. Yo, congrats on 200 subs. Thank you, MPL Studios. I know, it just happened. I didn't even realize. Sorry that I was like slouching in the corner or against the wall. Okay, how about we actually turn off Final Draft 12? Wall posture. I know my posture sucks. That's why I try to orient my standing desk as I can whenever um modeling. Sorry, I'm just gonna open up Blender, turn this off. Uh, okay, let me make a new scene. Window capture. Excuse me. This will be my Blender. Sorry, I'm just adjusting it on PC first. Then I will change it on mobile, vertical, whatever. Yeah, I have to gloss over. I'm sober, yeah. Okay. Let's add a cube. Oh, that is not a cube. I want to delete all of this. Here, here, here. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. Get rid of it, get rid of it, get rid of it all. How do I? I literally forgot how to. There. Um, we should look at a tutorial for Blender. Blender basics, I guess. I don't know. Cube, cube. This is our cube. We should give our cube a name. Our cube will be named Fish. Hi, Fish. How are you feeling? Fish. Oh yeah, I did make this before. How did I make that before? Blender. Fish. Yes.
All right, set one, and let's play. We can watch our fish move, and maybe we want to go crazy. So maybe
Maybe
at
we want to go crazy.
100, I plane, and we can't see it, so I need to turn it. There we are. And I'm just going to make that 90. That's going to be 0. And that's going to be
Okay,
0.
let's.
All right. And let's go ahead now into edit mode. Going to be on that, and I'm going to select nothing. And so now we're just going to kind of be moving the vertex around to cover our fish.
Our fish.
I'm going to start at this front half. And it's not going to be perfectly accurate. I'm going to avoid putting, well, I'll show you. I'm going to put only one plane above, around where the fins go.
Around
And
where
you'll
the
see
things go.
why. So,
Oh wait,
awesome.
why?
And now
Oh,
I want to
it's
go ahead and start building it back. So I'm going to get our select tool. I'm going to grab these two. Go back to this. But
Blender,
vertex, oops, I mean edge, extrude edges. Just enough to cover this first fin. I'm going to click off. But I'm going to have this be mostly covered by a different one. Okay. Yeah. So, and I'm going to hold down the shift key. I've selected 2 of them now. I guess I can zoom in some.
Auto mirror, and this is going to be our perch, our fish. Control R, loop cut, Alt S, scale, and I'm not going off any reference, of course. That would be cheating. Well, it wouldn't actually. I should maybe go by reference, someone suggested, but I don't actually have time to look at references, so that's my excuse. Let's make it a little bit skinnier though. We don't want to have a bloated fish. Scale on the x-axis, flatten it a little bit, and bring it in. And maybe I'll just Alt and Shift select there and do Alt S to scale this up too. Now I'm going to do the fin. Oh, that's a wonky fin. Like radiation issues there, morphed into mutated. Welcome, my name is Stefan Persson, also known as Infancia. You might have seen my 10 minutes build before, for example, where I made 10 cars in 10 minutes, or maybe a rigged dragon, or a rigged pirate, or a star destroyer. I've had quite a few comments from my 10-minute modeling challenge where people say, well, this is too fast for me to learn from, this is not a good tutorial, and I wanted to make this video to really cover everything that I know at a slow enough pace. So for those of you who thinks that 10-minute modeling is too fast and you don't have a clue what I'm going on about, hopefully this video will give you a lot of insight and details in a step-by-step fashion, so it could help you out in your modeling skills. You could even start using this tutorial if you're brand new to Blender, because I'm going to go through everything in detail. If you're experienced in Blender, maybe this first few minutes won't be so necessary for you to watch, but you should be able to pick up a few tips, because I've found a lot, even though I've done this for quite a few years. I find out stuff all the time about new nifty ways to do things, so maybe you'll find something out of this video too.
Hi, off of cylinders, that's so true.
You navigate, just press the middle mouse button to rotate. You hold the shift key and the middle mouse button to pan around in a scene. And you use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. There's also a few shortcuts that you should know in the viewport. And on the keypad, you can press 1 to see the front view, press 3 to get a side view, and 7 to get a top view. You can also toggle between...
You know you have to hold the lid down to make a smoothie, right? I think so.
Orthographic.
Oh. I've never really made a smoothie before myself. Bro smoked kazoos and snorted pixie sticks. Silly. Smoked kazoos. That's fun. Smoked kazoos. Jump scare.
And perspective mode using 5 on the keypad. Basically that removes the perspective, and that's useful sometimes to do as well. Up here you've got something called the outliner, and this will show you which object you've got in your scene. And down here is a properties area, and we'll only be using this spanner looking thing here, which is modifier properties. The rest we can ignore for now. I also like to use the N key to bring this numbers panel in where we can type in details sometimes. In Blender, we use left click to select nowadays. It used to be right click, but nowadays it's left clicking. Thank God for that. If you use the right mouse button, you get a context menu up. I don't really use that one so much. Maybe you'll find use of it, but there are a few things I do. If you want to delete things, you press the delete key, and we can get rid of this light here, for example, and this camera. We don't need those when we do modeling. If you accidentally delete something, then you can press Ctrl Z like in most programs to bring it back. One of the most common questions that I get asked is how I colorize my low poly objects. Colorizing your objects is essential to get those low poly objects look just right. I go to the shading tab, and if you go to the description, you can download this file as well. I've created a palette for you, and you can just drag this PNG file right into this section of your shading view material editor window here. You can also download palettes from lowspec.com, for example. They've got loads of palettes, or you could create your own ones in any drawing program like Photoshop I use, for example, but you can use free ones as well. And be aware that my textures, I do them in extremely low resolution. This one is only 8 by 8 pixels because it saves a lot of texture space when you do import it into a game engine. But we need to collect this color node here to the base color, and you can see that it's really blurry here now, and it's because it's so low resolution. So we also need to change from linear here to closest, and that'll make it crisp and nice. I actually use the UV editing tab to do most of my modeling, because if I zoom in here with the mouse wheel on the left, you can see I've got quick access now to these colors that are in that texture. If I resize this as well, now the cube here, as you can see, is unfolded onto this texture, and it's basically representing the 3D cube in 2D texture space. If I use this little drop down here, we can switch to texture, and that shows you exactly how these UVs are laid out. So this front side, for example, is represented right here. We've got quick access now to colorize this object. If I select all of these faces with A key, and then on the left side here now, I press A, and then I scale it down to 0. And then I can press G on the left side here to move it. G for grab or move. G as in move. And if I place it over green here now, the cube becomes green. And if I wanted to change this face color here, I select the face and I press G on the left side here, and I can change that face to orange. And this is a really fast way to colorize your low poly objects and make them look really crisp and clean. Don't worry, I'll cover the hotkeys as well about moving and scaling and things like that in detail. This was just to demonstrate the coloring process. There are a few things that you need to be aware of when you do this. When I scale down this UV here down to basically 0, as you can see, it's just a little dot. When you import these objects into a game engine like Unity or Unreal, they might require a UV layout to render, for example, shadows correctly. In Unity, you can enable Unity to generate a second set of UVs, or you can create a second set of UVs in Blender here. We don't need to do that at this point because I'm just going to show you the coloring process, but be aware that there might be some tweaks that you need to do when you're going to start using these assets in a game engine. The second most common question I get in all my comments is I changed my viewport settings a little bit and people are asking how I get about to do that. So if you use this drop down here, I often model with shadows enabled, and especially this cavity feature here. And if I change type here to both world and screen, or so world and feature here. And if I change type here to both world and especially this cavity feature here.
Cavity.
And if I change type here to both world and screen, or so world and screen, I select both here. And I ramp these up. Then you get glowing edges onto your objects. And when you make low poly art, for example, like a car or a tree or something, whatever, a character even, then having this cavity enabled can make the low poly objects really stand out nicely. So I usually do this when I model. You can also use the workbench render to render objects using the cavity settings if you want. There's one final setting that I like to recommend, and if you use this drop down again, you should enable this backface culling feature, and that will tell you if you have faces that are facing the wrong direction. Sometimes you can have a face that's facing inwards, like this one, for example. If I go into the cube now, you can see that this face here is facing inwards. And most game engines don't render the backside of a face. You can enable that, but most of the time they don't render. And in Blender, if you don't have backface culling, then you won't really be aware that you have some holes like this in your mesh. So I recommend that you enable backface culling. That way you can see when something's broken and you can fix it. There's something called, for example, if you press F3 and type in flip normals, then you can flip that back. But there are other ways as well. I'll tell you about that. There's something called object mode and edit mode in Blender. And by default, when you come in, it's in object mode. And basically you can click on an object and it'll select it here in the outliner. But to edit
I don't
an
like
object,
it.
we need to...
I don't like it. I thought I would be modeling. I'm just listening.
press tab on it because that will give us access to the geometry. And up here you can switch between vertex, edge, and face select. You should learn these hotkeys. It's 1, 2, and 3 to select between those. You could also hold the shift key and select multiple. I often don't do that because I think it's a little bit confusing, but just be aware that you can do that if you want. And you can press A on your keyboard to select everything and double click A to deselect everything. You can also press Alt A to deselect everything. And you can hold the shift key to select multiple. And it works as a toggle, so if you click again on them with shift pressed, it toggles between the selection. Okay, finally we're going to start editing this mesh a little bit. So if we're in edit mode here, I press 3 to go into face select mode, and I click on a face. And I can press G now to move it. In 3D space, it's quite difficult to place something if you just press G and move it. So you can press shift space and G to enable this little gizmo here. And this way you can basically just drag it like this instead to place it. And then if you drag on one of these axes, it'll really make it easy to move something up or down or left or right, back and forth. pressing Shift Space and G all the time is a bit tedious, so you can also use this drop down up here and enable the object gizmo move by default. So now when we select something, you'll always have the option to be able to drag it out like this, drag it up and drag it out. One more thing about movement is if we press 1 on the keyboard to get into vertex select here, and I pick this vertex here, if I press G, it'll move it anywhere, but if I press G again, it'll actually slide it. It's a sliding method. That's really handy to do. If you want to just slide this vertex along here, or this one, you want to slide it, you press G again, and that makes it easy to slide it along one edge. The next one is scaling. So if I select 3 on the keyboard and I press this face here, I can press S to scale it. And you can press this one, scale it up and down. And when you scale it, if it really moves like this quick, it's because you press scale when you're right near the center of it. So I recommend that you move your mouse out a little bit, press scale, because then you have more control when you scale it up and down. Also, when you scale something, if I select these 2 faces, I hold the Shift key and select both of these and I press scale, you can see that it scales pretty much the whole cube. Maybe that's not always what you want. You can then press period on your keyboard, and by default it's using medium point, which is in the center here, but we'll switch this one to individual origins. And now when you scale it, it just scales it along its own individual face origin here. So maybe that's what you're after sometimes if it doesn't work the way you want. But let's go back to medium point, which is also common to use. The next hotkey is E to extrude. And if I select this face and I press E to extrude, basically it just takes that whole face and it extrudes it up. This is really useful when it comes to low poly modeling. You can click on any face and press E to extrude it. E to extrude it again. E to extrude, E to extrude, E to extrude. You can go crazy with this. E to extrude, E to extrude. And when you combine this with S to scale, you can quickly start shaping out objects. So you E to extrude, S to scale, E to extrude, E to extrude, S to scale. And the more you become comfortable with this method of just scaling and extruding, you'll be able to create something. Let's go all the way back down here to a small object. Let's colorize the whole object. I'll press A here, S to scale it to 0 here on the left. The mouse has to be over the UV here to scale this UV 2D space here to 0. I press G to move it. Let's move it back to a gray color here. So we've recolored the whole object now to gray. And let's say I just wanted to create something like a skyscraper or something. Then basically if I just, what we've learned so far, let's move these out a little bit. And then here, let's select this one, drag it up a little bit. And now press E to extrude, S to scale it down, E to extrude again, E to extrude, S to scale, E to extrude, E to extrude, S to scale. And then we could just narrow it off here. E to extrude, S to scale, E to extrude, S to scale, E to extrude. Let's make a little ball here. E to extrude, S to scale, E to extrude, S to scale. You can also type in values. If you wanted to scale this infinitely down, you can type 0 now. And that basically scales this face now that we learned before down to 0. And now we've created something that could be turned into a skyscraper by just extruding and scaling and moving a little bit. Let's say we selected a few of these faces now like this. There's also some tricks with extrusion here. And if I were to press E to extrude now, you can see that it just doesn't really know what to do. It just slides it up and basically nothing really happened there. So let's press Ctrl Z and try that again. And this time we press Alt E instead. And then we do extrude faces along normals. And now, magically, it just expands outwards. The normal of a face is a line that faces perpendicular to the surface of the object. And by using extrude along normals, it takes each face and goes, oh, my normal is this way.
Well, my normal is this way. My normal is this way. And my normal is that way.
And then it extrudes it that way instead. There was another thing we spotted, and that's if you do Alt-E again, and then you do extrude individual faces. And now, suddenly, it takes all 4 of those faces and extrudes them individually. Also really good. Now if we scale it, remember now we've got the medium point, which is why it scales it down. So if we wanted to get rid of that, remember we press period and switch to individual origins. And now when I press scale, it scales those down. This would be a really strange skyscraper, so we're not going to make a skyscraper out of this one. There's one more method that you can use to extrude. And if you select any face here, I press 3 on the keyboard into face select and I get this face here. I can hold the Control key down and right click and that'll extrude it automatically to that location. Just hold the Control key and right click and that'll follow along. One good thing to keep in mind here is if I select this face here and I press 1 on the keypad to go into front view, now if I hold the Control key and right click, I know that everything will be aligned perfectly. Let's rotate with the middle mouse button. You can see that, and we can even go to the side view here. You can see that it's perfectly straight, this one behind. Be aware though that when you do this method, you can, so you don't go too sharp. If I were to go too sharp here, then you can see we have this backface problem that we described before. Let's cancel out of this one, Control Z a whole bunch of times. So we go back to here. There's another hotkey that's really useful, and that's to rotate things, and R is the hotkey for that. So if you just press R on a face here, you can see that you can twist it. Here, I'll select this one, R to rotate it. And if I have multiple ones selected here and press R, it'll rotate it. You can combine R to rotate. So if we select this one and you do E to extrude, and you press R to rotate, E to extrude, R to rotate, E to extrude, R to rotate. This is also quite easy.
What the hell is... I'm just experimenting with the jingle pop contraption. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm just playing around. I'm just messing around. Messing around. I just... I gotta learn Blender, and this is how I learn, by having
useful. You can also rotate around a fixed axis. So if I select this face, I press E to extrude it, and then I press R to rotate it. This also works for moving and scaling things. But if I press the keyboard now to represent one of the axes, like Y, for example, to represent the green Y-axis, you can see that it created a guideline here. And now it forces rotation around that axis. If I were to switch to X, it'll rotate it around the X-axis. And if I press Z, it'll rotate it around the Z-axis. And this is a really useful way to force rotations if you want to do it around one axis. Also, when you rotate, you can type in the amount that you want to rotate. If I press R to rotate, I press Y to rotate it around the Y-axis, and then I just let go of the mouse now, and I type 90. Then it twists that face. But be aware, you don't want to rotate that much because it breaks the geometry. So if we redo that one, R to rotate, Y on the Y-axis, and then type in 45 degrees. Okay, another useful hotkey for hard surface modeling is I to inset. So if I select this face and I press I to inset, you can see that it just creates an inset face here. And if I wanted to, now we could extrude that one, for example. And you can also, after you do I to inset, you can also extrude downwards to sink into the object. I to inset, E to extrude, S to scale, E to extrude, I to inset, E to extrude. And you could create like a sci-fi skyscraper or a building really fast doing this method. So remember, we've got G to move, S to scale, E to extrude, I to inset. And these keys are lethal when it comes to low poly modeling. So you should really get the hang of those. Do it as much as possible. When it comes to insetting as well, let's say you select multiple faces like these. I hold the shift key to select multiple one. If I press I to inset now, you can see that it creates one single inset for all of these faces. Quite often, this is the way you want it. Like, let's say we wanted to extrude. That could be quite common. Maybe you have a building complex or a pentagon or something like that. Then you want to do that. But sometimes, when you do I to inset, you can press I again. And that makes individual insetting. And if you extrude those, then suddenly you've created individual faces. Delete this one now. I'll do
No, I don't want to.
Create a new cube, so we're back to where we started. Let's say we wanted to make a skyscraper out of this one now. I do go tab into edit mode, maybe slide this one up. Let's press these two with the shift key, scale, and then I press X to scale it on the X-axis. Here, let's move this one up a little bit. E to extrude, S to scale, E to extrude, E to extrude, S to scale, E to extrude, E to extrude, S to scale, E to extrude, E to extrude, S to scale. Let's say we just have it like this now instead. Now you could create, for example, if you wanted to expand here, E to extrude, E to extrude, E to extrude, E to extrude. And remember with inset now as well, if I select a few of these faces, I to inset, and I've already got individual. You can see at the top there, individual is on. So you toggle with the I again if you wanted to just inset it like this, and you can inset it again, and S to scale it. You can start creating a lot of details on your objects by doing it this way. And here, let's say we wanted to create an indentation for something that could look like a roof. I hold the Shift key and select these two faces, press I to inset, E to extrude it down. Select these two with the Shift key, I to inset, and E to extrude it down. So now we're starting to be able to model maybe a sci-fi city really fast this way. I also want to show, if you've got the mirror modifier on, this is another question I get a lot, and you press I to inset, sometimes you want this center face here not to appear. And there's a hotkey for that. And if you press I to inset and then you press B on your keyboard, it'll magically remove that one if you're using the mirror modifier. We're going to cover the mirror modifier later on, just so you know now though that B is the hotkey for boundary. And that way you'll get rid of that center face. If B doesn't work for you, like this, it could be because you've selected individual faces. So if I have these two selected, I do I to inset again. Now suddenly I do I to inset and then I want to do B. It doesn't work. And no matter how hard you press B, it won't work. And that's because you've got individual on. So toggle off individual first and now B works. So just a little side note. One more thing that's useful is proportional editing, and that's a little thing up here. You can press O, which is the hotkey for proportional editing. You should really learn these hotkeys, by the way. They'll save you a lot of time, but you can also press up here. And now when I press G, you can see I've got a little circle around here. And you can use the scroll wheel now to change the circle. And this way we can proportionally edit the whole object here, which is really useful. Maybe not for a skyscraper, but there'll be many times, especially if I want to make some let's say you had a little building and you want to make some more character on it, or you were creating an island and you want to drag up the surface, or you're creating stones or something like that. You can switch up here from different, the default one here is smooth. You could also do random, for example. And now when you move, it'll start moving things randomly. So that's also very useful. Let's put this a little bit to the test now. If I hide that one, I do Shift A to add a new cube here, and let's start fresh. I'd like to go in fresh. Let's say you want to make a crate now. Let's make an actual object that we could be proud of. When I create a new object, often you have to go back into the shading tab, by the way, and then when the object is selected, you switch back to material. If it disappears, you know why. It's because when you create a new object, it won't have that material by default. Now, let's see what we've learned. We press tab into edit mode. Just make sure A to select everything here. On the left side here, I press A, scale 0, and enter. And I press G here to move these UVs, it's called, to here to make a brown box, like a wood box. I press 3 on the keyboard now. And now I've got face select. That's what we switched to with 3 here. Now we press I to inset. And we had individual on from before. Normally you'd probably get to this where nothing is happening. But when you press I again to switch on individual, you get this magic here. And then remember what we learned something else. We did Alt-E to extrude along face normals. And I drag it in a little bit. And now we've already created something that looks a little bit like a crate, a box. That brings us to another technique that we could do. And if I press 2 on the keyboard and I hold the Shift key to multiple select these edges here now. Here's another thing. Control B is bevel. And if I press that and drag it a little bit, it bevels the edges that I selected. There's also a way to do, if I select these at the bottom here, I hold the Shift key, Control B to bevel. If you expand this little one at the bottom here, you could actually increase the number of segments if you wanted it to be rounder. When doing low poly, I rarely use that, but it's good to know that you could actually have more levels to this if you wanted to. There's also something called shrink and flatten. If I press 3 to get into
reference
face
plot.
select here, I select these.
What did I say? I don't think so, at least not intentionally. No, I'm sorry, I didn't. I was in shot 58 times. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure what it is. I'm sorry. I wish I could get all the references, but alas, I am but a fish with no name. Fish with no name. Doodle Bob.
faces. And then I do Alt-S to shrink and flatten. That's another method that you could do. We've got actually proportional editing on random here now, which is why it turned out a little bit weird. So let's deselect and do Alt-S. And this basically shrinks and flattens these faces that I do. It's different from scale because if I press S to scale, it'll scale those faces only. But if I do Alt-S, it'll take and shrink and flatten the whole mesh. If I do it inwards, it'll shrink it. I've already mentioned it a few times, but you can also create additional geometry. So I've got this cube here selected, and then if I do Shift A, when I'm in edit mode, remember, I do Shift A, then I can add a cube. And I'm still in the same object here, but we got additional geometry. This is why it's already colored, because we're in the same object now, but we've got more geometry, more mesh data in here. If I do Shift A again, I could add an icosphere, for example, and let's move that one to the side. Often when I model, even if I do an entire island or a car or with loads of different parts, I often model it in the same object, but I have these different meshes. And when you press Shift A, it'll create the geometry wherever this 3D cursor is. I haven't really mentioned this 3D cursor. It's just been sitting there in the center all the time. You can place that one by holding Shift and right-clicking somewhere, and that'll move this cursor. If you click on an object, it'll actually figure out that you wanted it on that surface. So when you add something, let's Shift right-click there, and then I do Shift A, and I add another cube. It'll place the center of that cube right there. Sometimes you want to have really specific control of where you place this cursor. So if I wanted it to be right in the center of this face here, I have face select on here, which is 3 on the keyboard. Then you can press Shift S and do cursor to selected, and that'll place that cursor right there. And I often use that to place it exactly where I want it before I do a Shift A, and maybe I wanted to add a cone there. Also, when you add stuff like this, like the icosphere, for example, let's create a new icosphere. Shift right click over here, Shift A. Let's create an icosphere.
Reincarnate right now.
Then you have, often when you create something, you have, for example, subdivisions here. You can step this up if you want more or less detail. And if you don't see this one, it's probably because it's collapsed down here. So you have to click on this expansion thing. Now we can use what we've learned. Let's delete everything that we've done so far. This building. Gone. If you want to recenter this 3D cursor to the center, you can press Shift C to recenter it down here in this scene. Let's Shift A, add a cube. We're going to make a tree now. So I tab into edit mode, or first we need to go into the shading tab because this time we created a whole new object. So we lost this material setting. So I switch back to the material, go back into this UV editing here. Let's do A on the left side, scale 0, press enter. G to move this little dot here as well onto brown. And now let's create a tree how we learned. We scale this down a little bit. Maybe I view a little bit from the side. I press Control and I right click, S to scale. Control to right click, S to scale. Control to right click, S to scale. G to move it if you want. Purposely I made a small step here because now when I select the side face here, I can press either E to extrude it, or I can look from the side here and Control right click and then S to scale it to extrude that one. You can even do 2 branches at the same time with what we've learned. If I select a Shift select these two and I do Alt E and extrude individual faces and S to scale them. And remember, if you don't want it to scale down towards the medium point here in the center, you press period and you go to individual origins and then you try scaling again. And when you have these 2 faces selected, you can actually move them up at the same time. You could press R to rotate them together. And you could press Alt E to extrude. This time we'll do along face normals and G to move it up. So now we've created a basic stem of a tree, and then I wanted to create some leaves here as well. And we've learned most of that as well. So if I Shift and right click at the tip here of that face, it placed my 3D cursor up here. And then we do Shift A because we're still in this object, remember now, but I do Shift A and let's add that icosphere again. And we can play around with how many subdivisions we want, but let's keep it low poly looking. So we'll keep it at 2. And then I can press S to scale this whole thing up now. And here's the beauty thing that we learned before about quick colorization. Now if I go to the left side here, hover with the mouse, press A to select everything here, S to scale it, and 0. Press enter, and then still over here, G to move it, and move it to green. Now we're coming to a really important method when we want to select something. Since we're in this same cube object here, but we've got 2 sets of geometries. We've got the tree trunk and we've got this ball of leaves here. Instead of selecting all of this individually with Shift now, there's an extremely useful thing. You should definitely learn this one, and that's the L hotkey. If I hover the mouse over this ball of leaves and then I press L, it'll magically select all of those. And that's select linked. Since all of these vertices are connected to each other, if I press 1 on the keyboard, you can see all of these have lines connected to each other. But none of them have any lines that connect or vertices that connect to this tree trunk. And that's how Blender will know that if you press L while hovering over one of these, it'll select all of these. And as I said, I often model in the same object here, but with multiple features, like on the tree here, for example. And this is by far the most effective way I've found to quickly model things in the same object. That'll bring us to another hotkey, and that's Shift D to duplicate things.
Shift
Because
D. I love
Shift
Shift D. I love it.
here as well.
I love it.
And now if I press Shift D, I can duplicate this, and it'll follow my mouse now. And we can try to place it a little bit here, but sometimes we have to tweak a little bit. But let's place it there, and we can use this gizmo. Remember, we enabled that one up here, so it's permanent. Up here we've got the Move Object gizmo. So we can move it just along these axes here to make sure that it's pretty good. And then again, Shift D, we move it to here. Okay, we need to align it a little bit. So let's move it into place like that. And now we could press L to select these. And if I press L over that one, it'll add that one, and L over that one. And now you can actually press Shift L to deselect. That works the opposite way. And if I press L here now and S to scale it, R to rotate. Here, I press L to select it, S to scale it, R to rotate. Just randomize it a little bit. L to select it, S to scale it, and R to rotate. Remember, we also learned this proportional thing that was quite useful. So we press O, or click up here. O toggles the proportional editing. And if I select this vertex now,
I will subscribe to you.
You can see that I can move this, and it proportionally edits the tree now. So remember, you can use the scroll wheel now to scroll this in and out.
Reincarnate right now. We could be together this run.
And here we see something that when I scale this one up, it starts dragging
Reincarnate right now. We could be together this run.
Sometimes you don't want that. And with proportional, there's something called connected. If we click on this one again, you can select connected only.
This is so.
And that's pretty similar to how L uses this.
I've lost hope. I've lost hope of ever. Let's try to make something with the current knowledge that we have. Throw away everything. Is Discord lagging? Okay, sorry. Be together this run. I need to take my estrogen. Ah, 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 ah. Hmm. 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 Go away, everything. Hmm.
Select things. Now when we do G to move it, and you see that there is a hollow point here in the center, and that means that it'll only affect the vertices that are linked together, so that are not connected. So if you just wanted to change this ball of leaves and nothing else, then you can use that method. So let's use auto mirror, and this is going to be our perch, our fish. Or let's rig a fish. Now, performance overlay. Alt-R. NVIDIA has hijacked one of the Blender keys. That's criminal. Alt-R to reset rotations. Alt-R. Get rid of it. How is it overriding Blender as well? Now I had to fix that first instead. G4. Folks, that's going to be it for this week.
Alright. Set one, and let's play. We can watch our fish move. And maybe we want to go crazy. So maybe at
Maybe we want to go crazy.
100, I am going to hit select all.
Yeah, I imagined. I was having difficulty with it. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Hang on, I realized I'm not really streaming myself when I'm doing.
I'm going to make the fish jump. Okay, and then I want the whole thing to rotate. Because it's jumping. Wow. Right? And as it jumps, I'm going to I want the head to rotate back towards where it was. And let's do the same. Okay. And now at 130, I'm going to select all. I'm going to rotate all actually. More time. Hi fish and jump. Roar. So you can really tell how
Hmm. 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 What did I do today? Well, I tried to write, tried to 3D model. Hmm. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry that I'm not really being entertaining or anything. Anything at all. I do have to go in like an hour. Um, oh, yes. That was me. Those sound effects were, they were me. Hmm. I guess I could go back to writing. Or could draw. Could browse Google Maps. Ah, my goodness. I am sad. I am sad because I did not do much. I made what it's on screen. I did some writing and it's okay. But it's just, it feels like I spent 2 hours and 11 minutes. 2 hours and 11 minutes and 46 seconds. Yeah, yeah, let's try it. You're right. Where is it? Um, wow, that's crazy. People singing in my chat. Okay. I had an idea I was working with. And I did write out actually. The car. The car scene. Music. Thank you. I don't feel very free right now. I feel very constrained within the conflict of my own mind. Rah, rah. Is this Onions Revelation? This is Kyoshin by Fukasawa Hideyuki. Toa, or its menacingly. I feel trapped in the concept of my own life. Rah, rah. Yeah. 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 Okay, sorry. Let's just reread the whole thing. Coinciding with each beat of a kick drum, 4 shots of various multi-story buildings tower over the horizon. The sky speckled with clouds, along with the appearance of the Hogwarts. Twa ice cream flavor win. Oh my goodness. I think I would just make it like a generic vanilla or something, because I don't really know how to, like, I don't know how ice cream works. Rectangular bars casted by the morning sun shine onto its interior, and amethyst crystal catches the warmth of the shining highlights. Did I just use the word shine twice? We gotta get rid of that second one. Reflecting a purple glow on the adjacent wall. Glowing and shining. Oh, I could have, yeah. Glowing, okay, you know what? Glowing highlights. There we go, thank you. I don't know. Damn, I really need a sense of direction that I need to establish for myself, for this. It's like, I don't know I don't know, sorry, I'm just not feeling very creative. It might be time to play some BTD6.
Use your brain and it's easy. I'll be the judge of that one because sometimes my brain does not work or make things easy. But it is around 76 on Ouch. I try to avoid this map because I know very, very little about it. I know you can remove this and I can lose very quickly. That's most things I know. But I do want to give it a try. So I would like to just go for Spirit, but oh, that's not the Spirit.
The
That's the
relationship
evil one.
between
Here's
Ella and Kai.
Spirit,
Yes.
and we are short $7,000, so that's not gonna work. But what's so crazy about this? Okay, so I do think that's really cool that his little thorn thing on the ground makes everything that passes over it lose their regrow properties. That's a very cool feature. But they're moving so slow. Can we just go like super fast? No, their regrow rate. Oh, super glue. This glue always does everything right. But then the question would be like, where are you gonna put it that it can hit everywhere? Because that's not it. But then again, if I can make him like shoot that way, so like here, he'll have to shoot these bottom ones down and he might just hit them. So like when he hits these ones, he'll shoot down. Okay, we got to do that a little different. There we go. Let's
Oh my god. Larry. Okay. Fuck. Sorry. Sorry for cursing. Feel anything.
World comprised of nothing but myself. I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't hear, I don't see, I don't love, I don't mourn, because there's no one to mourn but me. Stars lost in the fever dream, living in abandoned.
Kai looks up, down, right, left, right. Yes.
House, closet light,
Getting out of it. In my sleep, I dream with parts of his eyes. Oh, sorry.
getting out of it. I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't feel, I don't feel out of it. Getting out of sleep last night. I don't feel,
Next year.
getting, I don't feel, I getting out of it. Getting out of it. Getting out of it. Getting out of it. Getting out of sleep and watch the world dash out of my sight. And my mind still lowering itself. I wanna touch someone else. Touch.
Sorry. Um, I am not operating currently. And I have to go soon anyway. Okay, express myself, express myself, express myself. I was thinking that they go to the shopping mall and Ella buys a bunch of expensive jewelry and like Kai was like, "No, please, my wallet," or something. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. That was the idea. And it's cringe and it's belaboring the point and I feel like there's a better way of articulating it because I already had them going. How diverse are the stores? Diverse, like in terms of like their employees, like the uh, or like the content of the stores. Uh, I'm gonna assume the latter and say that the stores in Los Angeles are very diverse. There's like so many different kinds of stores. There's stores for everything you need, basically. Yeah, the content. Yeah, there's stores. There's stores for like I mean, I don't go outside a lot, so I'm not like the biggest. There's like groceries, and there's like there's what else to do? Come on with ideas. Come on, come on. There's shoes. There's video games. There's there's pharmacies. Look at me. I came up with 4 examples. I'm so cool. I'm so cool. You may now applaud. You may now applaud. Clap, 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 clap. In my starless world, in my starless world, find me, I'll be dying in my starless world, alone, 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 alone. Oh, Jesus, that's killing me. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I cannot deal with. I cannot cope. I cannot cope. I cannot cope. I cannot do an up, down, left, right for every single up, down, left, right. Because if I did, that'd be insane. And like, yes, there's a lot of those all over LA. I went, like, there's like lot of, lot of different variety. Pursue the American dream. Why do I just speak sometimes? I just feel like I was thinking about um the diversity of like and like all the like the express myself. So I was thinking that Kai Kai holds Kai continues to hold Allah's arm as if to shield himself from you. Um, and Sorry. Damn, I should go soon. As if to shield himself from the blue. The two of them walk along the they walk on the smooth floor tiles of the wall. Smooth floor tiles. Looking at everybody's signature. Why are you two helping me write? Oh my god. Shut. Not allowed. I must be the creator of my own creation. I can only, oh my god. Sorry, it wasn't very nice of me to tell you to shut, but, looking at everybody sort of told me I was, passive verbs? More like smassive smurfs. Yeah, I said it. I know you said that. Sorry. I'm sorry. We have been sideballed. We haven't. What if the world ends? What if I die? What if I die? I'm not even sleepy. I'm just like, what if I explode? What if I explode into a million pieces? What if the millions of pieces continue to be conscious and I continue to feel pain post-mortem? And I live the rest of my life as a million pieces on the ground, being stepped on, being eaten by birds, and snatched by the explosion. god. The two of them walk. I haven't even delineated the exterior. Where are they? Where are they? I beg of thee. Thee. More like Smeed. Smeed. Da, 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 do, 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 do. Sorry, I'm like so sorry from the bottom of my heart, and I say that with so much sincerity because I have been neglecting everything. Neglecting. This would definitely take more than 2 months. Have faith. Have faith. Have faith. Have faith. Trust. Trust. I just haven't formulated the idea concretely yet. But once I do, it will be so quick. Like it took me like hang on. As iconographic proof, let me tell a story. So the one animatic I made on my channel of the one thing, I forgot the name. It took like a month to write the script, but I animated it in like 5 fucking days. So like there. I actually feel really bad though. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The where it was called like Can We Pretend We Don't Exist, I think. Ah, uh, no sorries here. Okay, sure. I believe you. I believe you. I'm just gonna cry and explode and. Okay, but wait, I might have to actually go to it. I'm sorry. Um. Ah. Kai continues to hold Ella's arm as if to shield himself from the view of other people. To them. I don't have to go like right this second. It's just like I told um the two of them walk. The two of them and with the Passive others. Here. Here. Let's see. An email. Kai. Kai. Kai's. Yes. Whoa. Deeper meaning. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Ba da da. Da 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 da. Kai's eyes stick to the floor. With first episode. The as uh, so the point is that due to the social isolation, he cannot bear the activity of going outside. Uh, all these intricacies that form the character arcs of my beloved cast. I feel a shudder over my eyes. Wait, I just thought of something really funny. Oh my god, that's genius. That's genius. Solo, I'd have two of them. Maybe. The background jam. I like that. Oh my god. Totally. With the pink rocking conditions. OMG. What's this? That wasn't what I clicked. I feel lied to. I feel lied to. I think it's time. Yeah, I know. Let's just go. For you to know the awful truth. The truth about me and the truth about you, 'cause you're a brand new species. Big cat, I've been working on a new puppy. I think about you 'cause you're the only person in the world that understands, 'cause you're the only person in the Number right? Don't hang up yet. I'm not done. I'm next with better to be welcome.
I'm an expert in my field. UFOlogy, yes, it's all real. Ancient aliens, it's all true. I'm an expert just like you, and like you, I'm a genius. This for my time. Disbelieving, that's the real crime. Pretty soon they'll discover me in the super sargasso sea. I try to call you every day.
What can I say?
I've been working on a unified theory. If I make it through tonight, everybody's gonna hear me out. I'm the right one on my touch-tone telephone. Touch-tone telephone. I'm the only one on your AM radio. AM radio.
Sorry, I just didn't notice, like, stop shot. Like, why do the back hands not have any sleeves? It's so bizarre. So bizarre.
AM radio. I'm an expert in my field. UFOlogy, yes, it's all real. Ancient aliens, it's all true. I'm an expert just like you, and like you, I'm a genius. This for my time. Disbelieving, that's the real crime. Pretty soon they'll discover me in the super sargasso sea. I try to call you every day. What can I say when the truth comes out? I've been working on a unified theory. If I make it through tonight, everybody's gonna hear me out. I'm the right one on my touch-tone telephone. Touch-tone telephone. I'm the only one on your AM radio. AM radio.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Um. Okay. I should go soon, and soon I mean by like 3 minutes, probably. Um. Oh, Okay, look, I locked in. I wrote for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I wrote for 7 lines. That's progress. That's progress. I can lock in if I need to. I'm sorry for my inability to concentrate sometimes. I'm just cringe. I'm truly just cringe. That's what it boils down to. But yeah, thank you for your viewership, your participation, your kindness, your 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 amicability. Everything everyone brings here makes me glad. It makes me glad. So, I may stream again because I want to not go to sleep at like 8 p.m. But yeah, I have to go. So bye.